Hello. Today I decided to make a little different of a stream, like a slightly different stream in general. And let me just click around. And that is ranking every single enemy and boss in the entire Soulsborne series, or Soulsborne, Sekiro, whatever the fuck. We're going to go chronologically, starting with Demon Souls, and I'm not sure with what this ends because yeah, this wasn't made by me. Um, there's a freeze screen for some fucking reason. I'm not entirely sure why that is. Um, I think I need to fix something right now. I can also stream this, but no. Um, just fucking died. Now it's back. Ah, now you can see it. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what the fuck just happened. I will just cut that out. So, let's see. Well, this is all the enemies and encounters we have to go through, ending with Elden Ring and starting with Demon Souls. So chronologically in the order they were published. I will always reset it after making one game so that this doesn't become too cluttered. Now, let's start. Can scroll in a little so we can see them a bit better because I don't entirely remember what the fuck they do. Yeah, what the fuck the names are, so I will have to read them. So, starting with Demon Souls. Where we should probably go chronologically here as well. The we just Knight of the Tower. I don't entirely remember the encounter. Or how they felt. So I'm just going to say average because while I don't know, I don't entirely remember it. And if you don't remember them, well, they're probably average, right? So yeah. Baby's nail. Mm, I am not entirely sure. It's been a couple of years since I played Demon's Souls, and I don't really own a PS3, so yeah. But let's go this a little fast. The Adjudicator. Well, it's a fun boss, but since you can only hit the head and you can kind of just cheese him with a bow and do other things, I would say uh, he's a decently well made boss, I guess. The Armored Spider. It's just annoying. It's not a great boss. It's not a terrible boss. It looks really good in the remake, I guess. But let's just say it's average and move on. It's fine. The baby snail. Again, I don't really remember most of the phantoms to be entirely fair. They also scale a little weirdly, so let's just say, well, phantoms are always have pretty decent, like they're decent, you know. Uh, can not really make that out. Bear bugs. I mean, they're fine. They're not that terrible. They're okay. So remove them there. The the black skeletons. Um, they can actually be quite annoying, like to be entirely fair, especially if you farm them, like you kind of need to farm them to get the blade stone, I believe. And that kind of just it makes them really important. And they actually have a decent moveset, but you can also backstab them or parry them. So let's just put them into B tier, I guess. The blue dragon. Um, I don't know. F tier. Blue-eyed Knights, they're actually pretty nice. I like them. Blue and red-eyed Knights, both of them are really decent. Do I see black, red? Ah, there we go. They're both pretty decent. They teach you how to parry and how to attack enemies. So I would actually say that this deserves our first. Not our first, but I would actually say they're also B tier because you need to parry them. The soldiers, the basic enemies, I don't know, E tier. The crystal lizards. Well, here's the thing. In and of itself, they're fine, but since they don't respawn and you have to fucking go to New Game Plus or just kill them immediately, that just makes them really fucking annoying. So I can't put them into not again because, well, you probably actually no. Let's put them just no. Why? Because why? Why would you do that? The gargoyles. They were decent. It's like a gank boss, but they sometimes fly around for extended amount of time, which makes them really annoying. So they're probably somewhere between average and E tier. Let's just put them in E tier because sometimes they just fly around for like half an hour. The giant mosquitoes, just fuck off. They're not great, they're not hard, they're just annoying. Phalanx. I actually like the boss. It's a fun boss. You can throw consumables at it, you can kind of run around for an hour straight. So Phalanx, they're decent. Actually, they can be. Let's say they're decent. I don't know, they're basic enemies. So no. The Dirty Colossus. Was that the one that gives you the dirt effect? I don't know. He's probably F tier. If you use fire, the fight is over in like 10 seconds. A dog, not a fuck off. Dogs are just. I hate dogs. They're a little less annoying in Demon Souls. Depends on what weapon you use, I guess. Dragon God. Well, I don't know. He's kind of like. Fuck off. He's not a great boss this year. He's kind of really fucking boring. Doesn't do a lot. You have to sneak through the arena. I don't know. It's just not the best thing. I would say. Driefling, Dragling. I don't know. They they're okay. I actually like the Fat Officials. They're funny. They are well placed. I would say they make a decent enemy. It's not. I don't know. They're kind of funny. The introduction's pretty cool, to be fair. Fire Lizard. They can be quite annoying, but let's say they're average. Flame Lurker is probably one of the best bosses in and of one of the hardest bosses in Demon Souls. So I would actually say he's our first A tier. He's pretty hard, but I think he has a really fair difficulty spec. Fool's Idol, I don't know. It's average. It's okay. It's similar to Pinwheel in that she's just kind of annoying, honestly. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I can't say that much about Demon Souls. The giant tick. I don't remember. I genuinely don't. Sorry. I don't know. Everything that I don't remember just gets an average, I guess. Golden skeletons. I don't know. The skeletons, I feel they're relatively well made enemies. Great Club Black Phantom. Well, Black Phantoms are always slightly challenging, even if they're not amazingly challenging. So, let's say they're decent. The Hawks, I don't know, they're like F tier. Let's speedrun this. This is just one phalanx, I believe. One singular one, I don't know. That's boring. Imperial Spy. They can be quite annoying, but I guess. Ditchmonger is just, I don't know. He's F tier. put the red phantom there. I actually really, this is the first where I'm a little content. The boss itself is boring, it's just him, and you can parry him. But the lore is pretty well made, and the fact that she essentially kills herself makes it much more interesting, and the lore is pretty cool. So, Maiden Asteria, let's give you a second A tier. Man Centipede, I don't know, F tier. The Man-Eaters. Oh no, I confused the gargoyles with the Man-Eaters, didn't I? I don't know. Yeah, I did. Eh. F. The Man-Eaters, well, since I kind of ranked them, so yeah. The Meat Claw Cleaver. Basically just Mildred, but in bad. Was okay, it was like E. I don't know. Mind Flayer. The Mind Flayers have really fucking annoying moves, and if you don't dodge like the first attack, they can fuck you over like the stun, and then they just eat you, which is really fucking annoying. So let's say the Mind Flayer is like, not again. Old Hero. Now we get to the bosses, I believe. Most, not exactly. Old Hero. I don't know. I thought the boss was quite boring, honestly. He can destroy you, but I don't know. He's kind of like below average. He's not well made. Well, he's cool, but like the cat ring, or I think the smart rats ring, I think it's called, just makes it so boring. What do these do? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Old King Elan. Well, he's actually pretty hard boss, but he can be really fucking annoying. The fact that he can steal a level or more than one level from you just makes it so annoying. But he is a really well-made boss. Like, he has a lot of moves, he's really punishing, he can close the distance decently. So I would actually say he's also an A tier. He's not an S tier. I don't think Demon Souls has an S tier, if I honestly have to think about it. Old Monk, well, it was the first PvP boss, so it really, really depends on if you play online or not. You play the old version, you can't play online anymore, so yeah. How can I rank this? Well, if you have a PvP god, that person will destroy you. But the old monk itself, like the NPC summon, it's fine. But the idea, I think, gets it to B tier. The idea is pretty cool. And they brought it back in Dark Souls 3 because of course they did. Oswald, I don't know, he's really fucking easy to parry. So let's just put him in E tier and that's it. The Penetrator, I love his intro, but he doesn't have that many moves. He has like 3, 4 moves that he always spams. So let's say the Penetrator, it's still a cool boss, but it's not. I think it's actually A tier because the presentation, it's just it's just really, really well made. I must admit that. Okay. Phosphorescent Slug. I don't know. Fuck off. Don't want to rank them. They're kind of Plague Babies. They're there. They don't do a lot. They run at you in groups, which can be quite annoying. But other than that, eh. I don't mind them that much. It depends if you don't have, like, if you have a weapon that doesn't have hyper armor, that can be quite annoying because they stagger you. But other than that, I don't know. Let's say F. Poison Jelly. I personally didn't have that many issues with them, so I don't know. Still annoying. Primeval Demon. Is that the great one? I'm guessing that it is the big one in the Nexus. I don't know. F. Not great, not terrible. It's there. Prisoner Horde. Is that the ball that rolls around? I think it is. I can barely see. I don't know. The idea is just like, yeah, it's a ball of enemies. Great, cool. I don't know. Prisoners, they're below average. A rat, a rat is an average enemy, isn't it? Reapers can be really annoying. I know I said it about every enemy, but I don't know. They are so tanky, which makes it a little frustrating to fight them. So I'm trying to rank them from like a encounter perspective, I guess. So let's say they're average. Red Dragon, that kind of depends on how you fight him. He kills everyone on the bridge, including you if you stand on it. But you can just shoot him to death, which takes like fucking half an hour. So that highly depends on how you fight him. In and of itself, this encounter is really not that special. It's like F. It's okay. The idea, the presentation is pretty cool, but the encounter itself is pretty boring. Red Eyed Knights, straight to B tier. They're cool. I like them. Rockworms, I don't know. I don't have space anymore almost. I don't know. The miners, they're tanky, which is the best thing I can say about them. Shadow Lurker, those are the things that come from the ground, isn't it? They can be annoying. Silver Skeleton. I like the skeletons. Skeletons have a special place in my heart, so they have a decent. Storm Beasts. They only appear in one area and kind of don't really attack. I mean, they can attack, but if you go into the house, then they don't do anything. So they're kind of just there. So fuck off, they don't do a lot. Storm King, you just grab a weapon and then smash him. He's just there as well. Feels little so let's just say not again. I don't like fighting him. It's not a fight, it's just standing there. Tower Knight, the idea is pretty cool. The encounter is not that great, but since it's like the one reborn where there's the archers, they can shoot you, which can become annoying really quickly. The Uchi Katana is not an enemy. It's a Uchi Katana Phantom. I don't remember what this Phantom, like, I don't know. And the Vanguard Demon. He's funny. He's basically the Asylum Demon. He started it. And they reuse the Asylum Demon a lot. But let's just say it's like, it's actually a B tier enemy. So that is my ranking for everything in Demon Swords. Let's now reset this.